city square has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making
On the way home, I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And this waitress comes up.
Can you put some goji berries in my Dropbox, please? Is this GoPro farm to table? NFL anywhere. You can watch the NFL anywhere, then why can't I watch it on the damn toilet, Linda? The only exercise I get is chasing those damn gypsies off my lawn. They're like, oh, trick or treat. Well, guess what? We already got tricked. It's called Pearl Harbor. Guess what? We already got tricked. It's called Pearl Harbor.
Drunk up, Mike. I think you're a little too drunk.
Yeah, I got trapped in a corn maze. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm Native American. Caribbean queen. Caribbean queen. So I'm not a jack of all lanterns, okay? So I don't know how to commit murder with Loyola Davis, okay? So I'm not a graveyard smash, okay? That's not me.
That's not anyone.
Hey, you wanna hear a joke? What is black and white and red on the horn?
Newspaper?
Oh no, that's better. What I was gonna say something super racist. So yeah. You wanna hear a joke?
Sure.
What is black and white and red on the horn?
Newspaper?
Oh no, that's better. What I was gonna say something super racist. So yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Pickles. 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 Pickles.
Pickles. I said I added myself, but it doesn't matter. So here we blow. Jesus Christ. There we go. All right, folks, here we go with another Drunken News Report. Let's go ahead and bring in our peoples. the stream pervs, you know what's going on, and none of you all cry in the background. You cry babies. So here we blow.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there we go. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. Son of a beast thing. There we go. There we go. Son of a... God damn it.
The Borg is a bit weird.
Yeah, you need to suck your backstage hand, mate.
It's been a long...
Make you look unprofessional.
Yes, sure. Whatever. It's been a long couple weeks. So, there we go. How are y'all doing?
Doing good?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. We've got some crazy, insane stuff for y'all today. So let's do some intermetros and let's say hello to the cinema chats and then let's blow on. So here we blow.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks. Let's go ahead and say hello to the other side of my chat. And we have a captive desk.
I died.
Yes, we have something stupid.
Hey, stupid.
We have an Ivy.
Ivy, what's up, bitch?
That's what it looks like we all have as of right now. So let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of stuff.
Stream and they will come.
Eventually, yes.
Well, only if they're into that kind of shit.
True.
Oh, never mind. Oh, you were talking about a different kind of stream and a different kind of coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Different kind of shit. Is das ein anderer sort of Scheiße?
Yes, totally. That kind of dark or whatever. Anyways, did we go over dark energy last week?
I don't fucking remember.
I remember.
Okay, well, might as well start here. Why not? But fuck it. So here is the thing we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Dark energy, the mysterious force the scientists believe is behind the accelerated expansion of the universe, is weakening. Excuse me, pardon me. Which could result in the universe over the course of billions of years collapsing upon itself, according to new research. So, there is an international group of more than 900 researchers studying the expansion of the universe, presented in their findings on Wednesday during the American Physiological Society's Global Physics Summit in Anaheim, California. So once again, what we were talking about the other day, that some people did not believe me that I knew the thingy-mabobbers of what we were talking about is, okay, I'll just stop there.
I agree with you.
I know, but here's my proof.
just
here's
a
my proof.
fucking-
But here's my proof. No, hold on. Shut up, dog. Here's my proof. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It's fake or not. It's just here's what they said. Hey, Demon Orb. Again, I don't know if it doesn't matter. But here's 900 researchers that said that it's true. Okay, but let's crack on.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
just listen
of
to
course.
the science.
Well, one of them must be at least 16 billion years old. It's all hypothetical stuff. We don't know what's going to happen. I do believe it will contract, but I know you're not going to bait me tonight, mate. No fucking way.
And you're not, anyways. So the scientists
not
who are
drunk
collaborating
enough.
on something called the dark energy spectroscopic instruments, the DESI, are studying the history of the universe's expansion out to 11 billion years in the past. They analyzed 3 years of data.
But this
from
is all just
15
DEI.
known galaxies.
Even if there's an S in it, it's DEI.
Quasars using a series of instruments, including a telescope. Oh my God, they used a telescope. Nope, that's not real. They didn't use a P19. They didn't use a P19000 or 201769 or whatever the fuck it is now. Anyways, so the co-chair of this thing, the astrophysicist professor at the University of Texas at Dallas, tells NPR that currently the data shows that the beginning of the universe, dark energy was very strong, but it has weakened, and with time it will continue to do so, he says. For that reason, they argue that it's time for scientists to update their understanding of the universe. Dog. Anyways, it is just that we are missing something that the big in the model of the universe, and we do not know it. Or
Exactly.
do we not
don't
know
it? Slim.
No. That's what they're saying is that missing now that we know
we don't.
this. No, we do know that now. Anyways, which is just measuring the things and not have to stop. Just sit down and rethink their model of the universe, they say, which is showing us that it's actually the wild type of the dark energy that we need to understand, and we don't understand it yet. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. I'll show you some dark energy that we don't understand. Anyways, so this person of this university who was not involved in research tells NPR, well, it is too early to determine whether the result of this is definitive. Obviously, it shows good progress is being made in understanding dark energy. So the blah blah blah. Yeah, we all understand the rest of this. It seems to say that if that is and that and blah blah blah, that it's probably a thing, and if it's not, whatever. So what is the thingies of the mabobbers in
dark energy?
Poll?
The devil.
Yeah. Science is the work of the devil.
That's how that works. Totally. What is our poll at? Let's look. The light sail is at 43%. We have a tiebreaker for second with light sail and pig part robot, and then we have the sensory robot that nobody has done. So if we could get a break in that would be amazing. So while we're waiting for that,
I voted for the light sail.
we are going to talk about how this kid had the FBI and the Guinness Book of World Records show up at his door at the exact same time. A boy, and this isn't the first time, but the boy secretly built a nuclear reactor in his bedroom. Then the FBI and Guinness.
Did we go over this in quite a bit of detail?
I don't remember.
Yes, and he.
And
this is
can also be that I've watched way too many videos.
Yeah,
that
this is probably
this.
this is Sheldon Cooper, Big Bang Theory.
Well, in 1915 or something like that, this happened. This is a new kid who did it, and he's the youngest now to do this. So let's listen without sputtering out. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we have talked about something like this before, but this is a new case. A 12-year-old boy now has. Here we go. Unforeseen surprises.
And which company offered him a job?
Well, we'll find out in just a second.
If you do shit like that, I'm pretty sure there's companies lining up to hire you.
Yeah.
Well, no, they first.
Hey, Mango.
We
got ourselves a mango.
I know. But give me a second. Yes, give me just a second to say
this.
No, it's more.
Knowing that there's a mango is more important.
Oh, Jesus Christ, God damn it, motherfucker. No, he's more likely going to be getting things for going into colleges for free, whatever the fuck they're called, because you goddamn fucking made me fucking forget what the goddamn word is because I had it on my tongue and you fucking kept talking. But anyways, okay. So anyways, the grant, yes. Anyways, or whatever. There's a handful of other things. And anyways, so this 12-year-old named Jackson Oswald earned a spot in Guinness World Records by building a working nuclear fusion reactor in his bedroom. Soon enough, the FBI also appeared at his doorstep to check if everything was all right with his house because he made a nuclear fusion reactor. And this is what the sixth grader looks like. And so he was able to come up with a nuclear fusion reactor. He actually did it. He was coming up with it when he was 11, but he was able to demo it, the diffuser, when he was 12. So he took an AC converter and blah, 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 and made it. And so now he is in the record books for making a nuclear diffuser, is technically what it's called.
Yeah, it creates plasma, I said.
That's what she said last night when I created plasma all over her. Never mind. Okay. So do we have we need somebody else to vote in the poll. Okay, we have it. So we're going to end the poll right here. Oh, I don't care. 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 Hey, Mango, welcome to the insanity.
Oh, you've got a tie, dude.
I know. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not waiting for you people to untie things and stuff. Brainless, thank you very much for putting in there. And so we're just going to go with the way that I see it. And I want to go over the pig part thing first. I really want to go over pigs.
Piggy bot.
Pig robots. And it is not as much fun as y'all think it's going to be, but fuck it. That's what your mom said last night.
Does that make it a robot if it's got
just because it has organic parts does not mean
or what are they called? A Terminator, a T-1000.
Yeah, because that's how that works. Totally, completely. No, so robot
this
made
is science,
from.
This is the science that will lead to
cyborg. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, you mean what I am? Yeah. How did you fucking forget that, you weirdo? Anyways, robot made from pig gelatin biodegrades when no longer needed. So they use pig gelatin to make this robotic arm, which is safely biodegradable. But they also are doing this, which is an origami-inspired robot arm made from material of cotton plants and pigs' biodegradables. So when it's no longer needed, it can be thrown in the trash, and it's not going to cause there to be unsafe waste or anything like that. So the soft robotics, yes, the soft well, it's not. No, it's not recyclable. It is biodegradable. It goes away. It's not. You can't put it into something. To make a new thing. Yeah, it doesn't make a new thing from it. That's what biodegradable is when you never put it.
I thought
recyclable means you can take something and use it to something else. this is not reusable
But
at all.
also,
Anyways,
up to a certain level, I'm also degradable. Never mind.
so soft robotics is growing field is a growing field because there are a number of actual applications where a hard, rigid device would be unsafe or unwelcome for your anus. I mean, such as when working in extremely tight spaces in machinery or in close proximity to, or even inside of people. Like I said, your anus. Most experimental soft robots are made of synthetic materials such as silicone rubber. Now, this university in China colleagues have created a simple version of cellulose derived from cotton and gelatin from pigs, which then biodegrades harmlessly when they use it inside of your anus. And it can be a robotic arm of 240 meters long. By tightening or loosening 3 equally spaced threads running inside the arm, we're able to manipulate in any direction using external motors. So it's able to finger you very, very well in a very small space. Let's put it that way. All right, let's do the space sails. Space sails sounds
what's
like
the shelf life for them arms? Does it say?
A couple weeks. It's a couple weeks. So now let's crack on. Nope, shit. I pressed the wrong thing. Obviously, that's how that goes. Now let's go into the laser powered ultra thin light sails, which enable high-speed space travel. Dun, dun, dun. This is the way we're going to be able to travel through space. Space travel! Sorry.
Star Trek, Deep Space Nine.
I'll not be as excited about this from now on until we get further into it. Anyways, yes, totally. The ultra thin light sails with billions of tiny holes to enable high-speed space travel. The 200 nanometer thin prototype is a 60 millimeter by 60 millimeter square of a billionth of tiny holes. So Delta and the Brown University researchers have engineered a scalable light sails, ultra thin reflectors that propelled by laser radiation pressure for high speed travel. So literally they're being pushed by laser radiation in space. Yes, light in space. Light sails represent a unique approach to nanotechnology, focusing on extreme thinness at a nanoscale level of that. I don't even care. I'm not saying that. It's like the thickness of the human hair is what they're saying, which simultaneously achieves large scale sheet of dimensions. So this nanometer thin prototype can be the equivalent of 7 football.
It's basically propelled by the radiation from a star, yeah?
Or any thingies of the motors, which in this case they say is the equivalent to 7 football fields, while remaining extremely thin, just as 1 millimeter, and they're able to fly through space hella fast through this stuff. And so here is like what we're talking about, like that thin field is this little light shield or whatever. So that's pretty much all of that for that. That's
pretty cool.
Interesting.
That's what she said last night. Anyways, so now CO2 jet fuel, and then I have another Do I have another CO2 thing? Oh, that's not here. Okay, so now let's get into CO2 jet fuel, which is German scientist. Oh, it doesn't matter. Scientists turn CO2 into jet fuel at an industrial scale, producing 100 liters daily. So they have figured out a way to successfully demonstrated they have efficiently approached for making synthetic or e-fuels from a major milestone towards the future of inhale the carbon neutral fuels. So they are trying to get away from fossil fuels. So if they can, for aviation accounts of 2 to 3% of global carbon emissions. Sorry. And so if we can electrify that or make it so that we can use synthetic fuels that are produced by the means of power to liquid processes with CO2 from the atmosphere or biogenetic sources, water and green electric are particularly sustainable, making it from that. That would be way better. So co-electrolysis of to produce whatever that says, the production of the syngas, a mixture of carbon monoxide, which is CO2, and the hydrogen is a crucial step in making synthetic fuels. A lot like the approach to using it, which is used in other processes.
Is CO, not right?
Making say monoxide.
CO2 is dioxide, right?
It says carbon monoxide, CO2. CO, not CO2, but CO.
Yeah.
Okay, there we blow. Okay. So, converting water vapor and CO2 directly into syngas in a single step, which makes it into a thing that they can use to make a propellant, which would be a form of fuel. They can make it up to an 85% of the electrical energy used in the process can be recovered as a chemical energy in using the syngas. So it can be used, they can make it up to 85% of actual usage of energy. And this demonstrates the coupling of our electrolysis, the method for features in a very high plant availability and reliability as the potential to produce this syngas, which is the desired quality that they want at any time. So by doing this, they can make this a biogas is pretty much what they're saying. If my brain is getting that right, and I don't know, maybe I am not. But anyways, what is the next thingies of the mobbers? Sensory robots, and then we'll get into the other thing. And these sensory robots are pretty much what we've been going over for most of the time, which is just a robot that just helps us with our chores. It literally. So Germany is to unleash the world's best humanoid robot to challenge China's dominance. The Nero Euroverse platform offers an AI-driven ecosystem for robotics, providing a marketplace for the OS of driven innovation. So the difference between this and the other ones is they say that it has more of a sensory capabilities than all of the other robots. So the Neuro Robotic Revival, it says that it has more of the signals of the things. And let's just watch. Let's just watch.
Hi, I'm for anyone. I can do more than you think.
That's what she said last night.
Of course.
Scan complete. And you, what do you want me to do?
Suck my cock. Oh.
And well, yeah, that's what the
too
host.
futuristic, I think.
That's what the hose thing is for. Anyways, all right. So let's crack on to the last thingy bobbers for this, and then we'll get into some of the other things that I have for the actual videos. But here is all of the. Sorry, here we go. About the planned subject. So here is something very, very interesting. Not that dick cheese assness, but it is something that is very interesting for a handful of the people that are here, me included, and the people in the panel inside of a chat. A paralyzed man is standing and learning to walk again after injection of hacked stem cells.
Interesting.
In the first clinical study of its kind, researchers at Tokyo's University of that have developed a stem cell treatment that they say allowed a paralyzed man to stand on his own again after following a spinal cord injury. The stem cell treatment involves an injection of roughly 2 million reprogrammed or reintroduced pluripotium cells, which are IPS cells.
Okay,
Yeah, those
okay.
which are
Interesting.
created by hacking adult cells back into embryonic-like state. The researchers turned these cells into neural precursor cells in a lab and then injected them into the site of the patient's injuries. The goal is to have these cells then develop into neurons and glial cells, which support and protect neurons. In an announcement last week, the research team led by them, stem cell scientists, that person revealed that the 2 out of 4 participants with spinal cord injury saw improvements in their motor functions. According to the researchers, no other serious adverse effects were observed after a year of monitoring. But who knows who's doing what with this or whatever. But here is a hopeful lead to something better, but we don't know 100%. It's only, again, 4 participants.
They don't repair damaged nerve endings, which is the main problem with spinal injury. They actually replace them.
Well, hopefully this makes it so it rebuilds or replaces enough to where it can. But anyways, let's crack on. So once again, this is a very, very small study. 4 participants and 2 of them made it. That's very, very small. So we're not going to look in anything else other than I'm going to just check this out. Yeah. So again, it could be a thing, but it could not be a thing, and that's what happened last night when I fucked your mom too hard from the backside, and she got her spinal cord injury. I told her to go see a chiropractor. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'll stop right there. Now let's go ahead.
That is a thing. That would be fucking awesome. Now, how many fucking lives will be changed by something like that?
That's what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and crack on, and let's see what else I have for news. And then we'll go from there. It's probably going to be a short night. I am exhausted as crap, and I still have to do shows. And I'm going to be on tour for the next couple weeks, and I've got so many things that I'm going to be doing not in town. So I will be away a lot this year, just FYI. So let's get into news playlist. Where is it? Okay. So let's do this really quick, and let's. Okay, let's get into actual news first, and then we'll get into things and stuff. I guess I don't know how to put it, but let's get into. So now that we are able to see the Antarctic ice shelf or something, let's let them tell.
Never seen before. In January, a giant piece of ice broke off from an Antarctic ice shelf, revealing an ecosystem on the seafloor that has never been accessible to humans.
Yeah. Heard about this.
Stunning and surprising, proving that life exists under astonishing conditions. Here's Dave Malkoff with more.
On January 15th, scientists aboard this international research vessel.
Why do they have images of Nightmare Before Christmas? Never mind, that's not what that is. Never mind.
On a mission exploring the ocean. They were already encountering strange creatures like this phantom jelly.
Phantom jelly, bum bum bum.
Incredibly rare and thrilling to see, but the trip was about to get way more exciting.
So this ice shelf broke, and a piece broke off
I'll be right back. I'm going to step away for like 10 seconds.
the George VI ice shelf, and the scientists went to investigate what was underneath.
Dr. Jyotika Vermani is the executive director of the Schmidt Ocean Institute, a philanthropic organization that sponsors ocean exploration and science research.
This is unprecedented to be able to get there so quickly.
You're like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. How can we be so lucky? Everybody agreed that we have to go there.
Dr. Patrícia Esquete of Portugal was the lead scientist on board. The team was 57 miles away when a chunk of ice the size of Chicago calved into the ocean, revealing seafloor that had never been accessible to humans. So they monitored the ice over satellite and raced there in one day to lower a submersible robot more than 1,000 meters deep into the ocean to explore the area.
How long was it until you started seeing things that humans have never seen before?
Almost immediately. The first thing we saw was a huge sponge with that crab on it. That's already quite amazing, because one question that we had is, will there be any life at all under an ice shelf?
Sponges take a very long time to grow. To get this big, scientists say this world must have been locked away.
Yeah, that's what she said. It must have took a long time for you to get that big. Sorry. All right. Let's crack on.
Driving under the ice, possibly for.
Look at how amazing this stuff is.
Centuries.
Hey, we didn't have to disturb the crinoid earlier. We got one out swimming for us.
The robot.
The only thing that sucks is it took for us to destroy the planet for us to see these things. I think that's what sucks.
Saw was simultaneously live streamed to the scientists. They're the ones talking here, and anyone else watching online.
How in the world does anything exist when there's no energy getting down there for them?
We already know that answer, but let's crack on to the next thingy bobbers. So let's get into this fun thing.
What's her name? Thank you.
God damn it. Every time we have to go over this, they always have to show him doing the fucking salute.
This is a fucking Nazi.
I know, but then, like, why didn't they just start it here? And I know I could have started it here, but here we go. Here is this. Don't buy a Tesla. And they use the Tesla to make this image.
So they did buy a Tesla.
Well, they probably already had the Tesla. I don't think they did it after. It was an anti before.
And it's kind of shit because they're
so now
like before the cyber monstrosity, they were pretty fucking cool cars.
Yeah, but way overpriced.
No, they weren't. But well, let's pretend. They're not. But let's.
Yeah, I do like the
so let's
design.
On.
He had nothing to do with.
They also explode.
I barely no, a regular Tesla doesn't. A Cybertruck, yes. There's a difference. But I still don't like the design of an actual Tesla 100%, but I do partially get what you're saying. But let's truck on with this.
Arrow frog is carrying his tadpole piggerback. It hatched on a leaf, and now he's taking it to a pool in a bromeliad, high up in the branches. The tadpole wriggles off. He may have half a dozen babies, each of which he puts into its own tiny pool.
So these poison frogs, they actually put their babies inside of these
what
is what they're getting at.
This youngster is hungry and tells him so by nibbling his legs and vibrating against his body.
Daddy, I'm hungry. Okay.
Give me a pizza.
But the male can't feed the tadpole himself.
Yeah, he's got to wait for the female to come back with the food.
He needs help.
That's why they have all the other gay dudes that come around. They got the 3 other, and
don't we all need help?
Remember, frogs are gay because frogs are gay. Remember,
to make the fucking
well, it takes a fucking village to raise anyways.
A frog.
All you have to do is stop right there. Okay, so we already went over the scientific studies of now the Antarctic seafloor because of that. Let's go over
to her place. What?
Oh. So, octopuses punch fish. Watch. He punched him. Yeah, punch it. Yeah, kick its ass. Yeah. Octopuses are assholes. Fuck you, bitch. It's my territory. All right. So, Icelandic town. They're boneless. They're boneless assholes. Yeah, no, I'll go with that. But in Iceland, there has been some volcanic activity. I'm not gonna say any of those. I can't say any of that stuff. I can't read that out loud. But that's happening there. I mean, whatever those words are, I can't say it. But that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's the 11th. What's the name? Eruption in Reykjavik or whatever.
Yeah, have fun saying those names. I mean, Jesus Christ, Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, that's what's happening right now there. Yeah, we'll have fun with this. If you want to, you can go and let them tell you. I don't need to say it.
Invertebrates, animals without spines, make up the vast majority of life on Earth, but insects, arachnids, crustaceans, and a million other life forms are often overlooked by us. The Guardian's Invertebrate of the Year contest celebrates the planet's unsung heroes. Readers have nominated thousands.
Brainless, will you look up the Invertebrate of the Year contest and post it in the chat,
let's see what
amazing animals. We've chosen a short list of 10, and now you
it's going to be very easy to fucking find
vote
out.
for your favorite. First on the short list is the tongue-biting louse.
The tongue-biting louse. That's my. No, it's not my favorite.
Tiny crustacean burrows in through a fish's gills, clings to the tongue, eating what the fish eats, and sharing enough so the fish stays alive for years. Another cunning animal is our second nomination, the dark-edged bee fly. It hums like a bee, pollinates flowers like a bee, and is cute and fluffy like a bee. But it's a fly, and it twerks. The female twerks to
this is my favorite bee.
Gather sand to coat its eggs, which it lays near a solitary bee's nest. The bee fly larvae then eat the bee's offspring. If you're looking to vote for resilience, then Milnesium tardigrade
I don't know if there's ants in the Arctic.
Microanimal. Cute
I don't
tardigrade,
honestly,
a nickname water.
I honestly don't think there are ants in the Arctic, but I don't know.
To bears and moss pigs because you can find them on damp moss. They have survived 5 great extinction events, been put in outer space, and even been locked in a freezer for 30 years. At 4 is the
tardigrades can go 10 years without water as well.
Flamboyant cuttlefish. When faced
Yeah,
by
the
predators,
flamboyant
this
cuttlefish.
feisty, clever cephalopod flashes a dazzling array of psychedelic colours, warning they are the only cuttlefish species known to be toxic. Fifth on the shortlist is the giant Gippsland earthworm. Last year, the common earthworm won this contest by a landslide, but there is nothing common about this gentle giant. It lives in isolated colonies in southeastern Australia and can grow up to 3 meters in length.
Fuck
Wait,
that.
3
Damn,
meters?
fucking
Wait,
shit.
what? Wait, what? 3 meters?
meters.
That's goddamn
Fucking-
9. That's fucking 9 feet, right? Am I fucking
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, you got that
Jesus.
about right.
Jesus
Like,
Christ,
dude.
Beavis and Butthead. What the fuck is going on? That's not real. Nuh-uh. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but I believe it.
Fucking
because obviously
Australia,
it's-
man.
But god damn it.
There's all
Our
sorts
sixth
of
nomination
shit.
is the fabulous common rotifer. This microscopic animal is all female, and it has got along very well without men for millions of years. Like tardigrades, it can survive extreme heat and cold. Next on the shortlist is the Fenrir spider. This awesome ambush predator hunts prey as big as small fish and dragonflies in 3 dimensions. It can run on land, walk on water, and dive below.
Why did you say in 3 dimensions? That was like kind of weird. Like obviously it hunts in what? Anyways, sorry.
It was almost extinct in Britain, but has been revived thanks mainly to the
Does that not make? I mean, I know it's their eyeballs.
I don't know.
360, but it was like weird.
I'm just
oh my
brainless,
god,
so I don't
brainless.
Brainless, do your thing.
Yeah, he did it. And now that was happened.
Hey, Skits.
Welcome, Skits. And here we
Hey,
go
Skits,
with
what's up,
your
bitch?
commercial. Sorry, excuse me, Park. And there we blow. Thank you very much for being here, Skits, and we're glad to see you. And welcome
Yeah,
to the
we played that
Insanity.
Skits is okay.
work of one woman, Dr. Helen Smith, who reared thousands of spiderlings in her kitchen. At 8 is the amber comet firefly. This firefly emits a burning flash of light brighter than any other, followed by a trailing glow. It needs our help because it is ultra rare. Our 9th shortlisted invertebrate
Hey,
is the
Jasper.
Wheatapunga, now only found on a few predator-free
Hey,
New Zealand
Jas.
islands.
These things are fucking insane. They're crazy.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
This flightless, jumpless grasshopper
Oh shit! And again, Carrie, welcome, Carrie. It's been a while since me seeing you.
is the heaviest insect in the world. This gentle giant is mostly solitary, but once it reaches maturity, it spends the rest of its life mating repeatedly throughout the day. Our 10th.
Yeah.
That's why.
Now that's
Fucking hell, no, I want to come back as one of them. Fucking hell.
That's why I couldn't go to sleep that whole week. Never mind.
And final animal is the monarch butterfly. Imagine your body was the weight of a raisin, supported by a pair of flimsy wings. Could you fly for 3,000 miles, avoiding storms, highways, and predators to ensure your species continues?
Have I ever told you all the? I'm gonna tell you anyways. So. I didn't realize.
Get out the room, people.
Anyways, and a butt bucket. I had taken some LSD earlier that morning, right? And I went to go skateboard to my friend's house. And I did not realize what was happening that day. And I started skateboarding through this field. Not in the field, but through, because there wasn't a road and it had a sidewalk. And all of a sudden, hundreds of thousands of monarch butterflies were migrating from Northern California to Mexico. Oh my Jesus Christ. It was amazing. Just orange and black, just like going across me. And they would hit me every once in a while. But dude, that shit was fucking insane. Just seeing the trails of butterflies, like so many butterflies going by, and it was just a sky full of black and orange. And oh my Jesus Christ, it was so amazing. And that was one of the greatest experiences that I had on hallucinogens, for sure.
The monarch does. Famed for assembling in forests in spectacular numbers, the monarch is now one of North America's many endangered insects. Now it's up to you. Vote for your favorite and the winner of the...
And vote for your favorite for the... So everybody go and do that. So now... we're going to talk about...
I that blob of jelly that fucks all day long.
I mean, sure. So now let's go into this. Volkswagen.
Germany.
Okay, AP did not do a good job at doing any of that. Okay, so let's go into the Kiwis. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We're going to pull this down until they start it. The Kiwis did what?
My name's Stephen Carl. I'm the CEO of Dawn Aerospace. We're a space transportation company. Make things that go from Earth to space.
You're a space transportation company. What a cool thing to be able to say. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's certainly it's a good reason to get out of bed in the morning, that's for damn sure. We need better ways to get to space. We need ways to make aircraft way more performant so that instead of using rockets, for the first stage of a rocket system, we can actually just use an aircraft. It's way more scalable, way better technology to frequently and reliably access space. That was the key unlock that the world needs to make space transportation really commonplace.
Basically combine a rocket and a plane.
Exactly. We want the performance of a rocket because that's the only way to get to space. But I actually want the economic model and the operation model and everything of it.
So they built a plane that gets you far enough up into atmosphere to become a jet or a rocket once we're there. Instead of having multi-deployments of things, but exploding off each other or detaching, they're trying to make it so it's a one thing that goes up and down all together.
Of an aircraft, so that means I have to design it as an aircraft. I have to certify it from an aircraft. I have to use existing infrastructure like airports to fly it. Because that means if I design this thing, now I can use it at thousands of airports worldwide. I don't need to build thousands of launch bases, and I can just use one vehicle thousands of.
Yeah, fuck you, Elon.
Times
and I think the main thing with this is if you're using wings to get up in the sky, up high, up to the point where there's not enough air to support, like that's still gonna be more efficient than just going up like almost straight with a rocket. You'll be needing less fuel.
Well, and if you look at it really quick, if you look at the existing thingy-mabobbers we launch into space, you have fins some way, shape, or form. So putting a larger wing on it, why is that a little bit different than having this? I believe this certain. And I believe this Dutch dude way better than I believe Elon Musk.
It's a Kiwi, dumbass.
Elon Musk.
Was he a Kiwi?
Yes, he is.
You said it was
Kiwi.
Kiwi?
Yes.
Kiwi?
Yeah, no, he's a Kiwi. He's a Kiwi. I'm sorry. But anyways, I believe this Kiwi more than I believe Elon does. Anyways.
To produce, thousands of vehicles that only get used once or a few times. That's the real game changer. Yeah, every time we go out and fly, we fly higher, we fly faster. We're pushing the envelope of what you can do with an aircraft. The one aircraft we have now will be the highest flying, fastest flying, and highest climb rate vehicle aircraft ever to take off from a runway.
And how fast do you want to get these to go? Because I heard you today talking about, and forgive me, you want to go supersonic or you want to go faster than supersonic?
We've already gone supersonic. So the next step
They've already gone supersonic. They've already gone supersonic. They just need to go outside the atmosphere. That's the next.
Wasn't this already achieved by Richard Branson and the Virgin Galactica sort of aircraft? That obviously failed because we had fuck all, nothing from it. And
yes and no. You're right, dog. But yes and no. Just so it is. They did, but they didn't. But let's crack on because now we have like 20 different companies that are trying to do this international. I said interspatial and near orbit outer, inner, mid orbit, and other thing types of travel for multiple different reasons, either for scientific research, bringing gazillionaires to experience jerking themselves off while they're having sex with a prostitute that's probably underage or something, or of a way that or an animal or something. I don't know, because if they feel if they go far enough out
like if you say prostitute, like you're implying that they're getting paid and not forced. Never mind.
Well, and that's what I was getting at, is if you get far enough into space, then maybe they can have sex with beep, and then technically it's elite. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. But let's crack on with this Kiwi talking about how hopefully they can figure out a way to get it to be like a commercial way for us to go and do, I don't know. I mean, it would be fun, just like the bar at the end of the universe.
Yeah,
the end
I
of the
think
galaxy.
this
It's just
stuff
a fun.
is more for deploying satellites.
Yeah. Well, and it is.
And I think
that
I believe the Virgin Galactic already
it's to go to ISS.
did this.
It's to go to the ISS, and or if we make other space stations in other places to go back and forth. That's what it's for. You're right, but it's not made for us to. I don't know, but still, there. If we can do space travel as a thing for vacationism and for people to do as a thing for commerce, then maybe there may be a little thing there. But that's probably 100 years away. But let's crack on. And again, we're gonna talk about Ghost in the Shell, a Cowboy Bebop, and a handful of other things in the near future, which is like where we will be slowly getting into, which is intergalactic play and or other things, which is where techno feudalism is going to become into a thing. And if you don't know what techno feudalism is, we will talk about that, because I think that's where we're going next. And I wanted us to talk about what we talked about before, which was space punk or whatever, and then now we're going to be talking about tech feudalism. Anyways, neo-tech feudalism, and we'll talk about that later.
Massive barrier. That's where you change from subsonic, slow flight to supersonic. Everything changes. You get these shock waves around the vehicle. It's quite a massive change in the dynamics. The next step is to push the same aircraft out to Mach 3.5, which will be faster than any aircraft.
Me too.
And beyond that, next is hypersonic. That gets to Mach 5.
So you want to create the fastest aircraft to take off from a runway ever in the world?
Yep. That's exactly what we're working on right now.
How fast is that compared to a car going 100 kilometers an hour?
Well, supersonic is over 1,000 k's an hour, and then Mach 3.5 is like rifle bullet type speed. Like that's fast. That's faster than a pistol. That's fast, literally faster than a bullet.
And you're going to go even faster and faster than that?
Yep, absolutely. Faster than a bullet.
Wow.
Yep.
He's like, I can't believe that. I never heard of that before. How does something go fast? Never mind.
Where does the drive come? Where do the ideas come from? Where does the innovation come from?
I'm an entrepreneur not because I want.
We're trying to do a thing that only works if you only can go these certain. Never mind, you fucking idiot. That's the dumbest fucking question ever.
Because no one else was going to do the thing that I wanted to happen.
That's what
drives me.
That's what motivates you.
So you've got to have a really deep reason to do it.
Because we want to innovate and to.
That's some fucking cool shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's go a little further with this, and then we got 2 more things to go
and
over.
That's your deep reason.
Yep, I believe the world really needs this technology. It'll make the world a better place.
Because how will it make the world a better place?
Oh, just the unlock on how much new science we can do, like how much better we'll understand the Earth's atmosphere by being able to access these regions that you can't get with balloons, you can't get with aircraft, but you can't get them with satellites either. They call it the ignorosphere. That's one region of massive impact of climate change, understanding of weather prediction, microgravity science, biomedical, being able to produce drugs and microgravity. There's so many reasons to go to space, and if you can do that 100x or 1,000x better than what we currently do, there's this huge amount of value we can bring back down to Earth.
He's like, I can make so much. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he's thinking that I can make so much money. But there's a lot of reasons, obviously, to go up and then
Well, of
down.
course, he also
But-
realizes that there's money to be made, but like,
yeah,
like it's also just fucking cool to get science shit done.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
And
So
like when it comes to rockets, that motherfucker Nazi needs some competition.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just go to the beginning of this, and we're not going to go 100% into it. But
Who's that lady? Who's that lady?
Let's let the beginning happen, and then we'll talk about most of this. This is not American. This is not an American thing, but this is scary, and I don't know 100% if it's real or not, but I am just going to, like, there's people around the country, around the world, sorry, around the country, around the world that are saying this. And I'm going to let her talk for just a second, and then we'll get into what this says here.
Then shut up.
Europe will not back down on its support for Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that France and the United Kingdom will send reassurance troops to the war-torn country to overlook the implementation of any potential ceasefire.
To all the European nations that want to support Ukraine and help it secure better terms against Russia.
Germany, a key backer of Ukraine, is hoping to continue providing that assistance while planning massive boosts to its own defense capabilities in the coming years.
Europe has been part of the Russia-Ukraine war since day one. It has poured billions into Ukraine in the form of both humanitarian and military aid.
Europe is preparing for its biggest military transformation since the Second World War.
This is scary. Okay.
Well,
everybody is.
We have to, because
I know.
It's now on Russia's side.
I know. That's
and
what I'm
and
saying.
we realize that if Ukraine falls, Russia will first go for all the other countries that it lost when the USSR broke up, and then it will continue on into Europe.
We obviously know how this goes. So here we blow next, which is this.
The video begins. But first, please don't forget to subscribe.
No, okay. Just here we go.
The EU's new plan calls for 300,000 troops and a huge budget of 250 billion euros. While Europe already has 1.47 million active duty personnel spread across 29 national armies, the primary challenge is not manpower, but coordination. Unlike the United States, which operates under a centralized military command, European forces remain fragmented under separate national structures, making joint operations ineffective and logistically complex. Recruiting and training such a large force could require annual funding of at least more than 250 billion euros. The EU's estimate is probably
Already
120 billion
well,
euros for
pretty well
salaries and
together.
maintenance. 80
Yeah, but let's just see, because everybody's already ready to do this.
billion euros for equipment procurement and 50 billion euros for infrastructure and logistics. In addition to taking on all these responsibilities, the EU needs to adjust its defence spending in the same way. According to the International Institute for Strategic Studies, this plan would increase EU defence.
Hey, Victoria.
Hey,
But yes, and they're already saying they're going to do this.
Spending to over 3.5% of GDP. The last time the EU wing saw such a level of defence spending with a plan involving 300,000 additional troops was during the Cold War. Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, defended the need to increase military spending and emphasised that Europe must take responsibility for its own security. Germany, Europe's largest economy, is expected to bear most of the financial burden. The Berlin government has already committed 100 billion euros to modernise the Bundeswehr, but further expansion faces political resistance. After announcing an additional 100 billion euros defence package in 2024, Berlin faced backlash from opposition leaders and parts of its own coalition, who expressed concerns about the impact on social welfare programmes. The Deutsches Institut für Wirtschaftsforschung warned that excessive...
Okay, so, I mean, they're hopefully going to push it back against us. That's pretty much what I was trying to get at with this. And there's like already all of these governments that are pushing back is the best way to put it. So let's see. Here is how we're going to end this, which is Jasmine Crockett taking the piss out of everybody.
Chairman, and as I'm sure you can assume,
She is hot.
Jasmine
I love
Crockett
her.
is my goat. I love her. Yeah, no, she is hot. She's my goat. She is the most amazing. She's the reason why we're still winning. And here we go.
we see this a little bit differently. Here we go again, talking about Biden, Biden, and more Biden. Today is nothing more than a dog and pony show for Republicans to avoid facing the American
She said a dog and pony show. Oh my god. Oh, that gets me because I am a circus person.
people for their trash policies that are killing the economy and our democracy. Despite Republicans' claim
Yes,
of
she's
backing
very
the blue and being
sexy.
the party of law and order, we're here today because Republicans are willing to throw our country's top law enforcement agents under the bus to appease Trump and execute his political vengeance. Now,
Yes.
I know remembering things is hard for some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, like remembering not to add reporters into a signal chat discussing military war plans. But let me remind my colleagues that it was Trump who decided to store national secrets.
Yeah. What happened? Oh my
In his
Jesus! Like
bathroom.
how the did you idiots fucking do that? Other than you wanted that to happen. Like I feel like they accidentally wanted that to happen.
And classified documents next to his oversized bathtub and toilet at Mar-a-Lago. It was Trump who took the documents out of the boxes and shared them with his guests. It was Trump who told his staff to move the boxes when the FBI was coming. And it was Trump who appointed Director Christopher Wray as head of the FBI, the same director that allowed the investigation to move forward. As much as Trump and Republicans hate to accept it, we are still a country with laws. And when you break them, there are consequences.
What? You mean rich white people have to abide by laws eventually at some point in time? No.
Well, Slim, even
make no
orange
mistake.
presidents.
Even orange humans.
We should all be concerned about the FBI.
I always thought they were called Oompa Loompas, but never mind. We'll talk about that later.
But my concerns as ranking member of this subcommittee, as a member of Congress, and as an attorney, as well as a citizen, are based on things called facts. And when I say facts, I mean...
I love when Major Green Twat says that she's never had a job in her life, and she literally has pushed herself to be one of the most prominent people in everything that she's ever done in her entire life. Like, fuck you, Major Green Twat. You were given your first company that your parents had, which was a concrete company. Then it was a construction. Then you sold that so that you could start a gym, a workout, something, right? And then she couldn't do that. And then she said, I want to get into politics. And like, no, bitch, you've never had a job in your life, you dumb cunt. She said...
That concrete company probably also made shoes.
Yeah, and definitely they did. They were definitely part of most likely the mafia, allegedly. But no, Crockett, this lovely lady on our screen, she has more credentials than you could ever think of having because you are a dumb cunt, Major Green Twat. Where this
lawyer.
Oh my God, this lovely lady has done more in her life than any of us here and anywhere who's watching has ever done in their life because she's so smart and she has pushed for so many things in this world to make it better.
Smart and has a heart.
Indisputable facts, not those alternative facts my Republican colleagues continue pushing onto the American people. So let's talk about facts. Fact. Even prior to being confirmed by the Senate, Kash Patel was directing officials within the FBI to fire members within the Bureau simply because they worked on the lawful investigations into Trump. Fact.
That's illegal. But
Patel failed to disclose his previous work and financial ties with the country of Qatar, a country that, had you had read the Mazars report, released last year by the House Oversight Committee, you would know paid close to $500,000 to Trump while he was president of the United States. Unsurprisingly, the FBI's Foreign Influence Task Force was recently disbanded, and the DOJ also cut back on its Foreign Agents Registration Act enforcement. Our enemies are jumping up and down now that we're doing their work for them.
Yes.
Another fact, Patel has never even been an FBI agent and is now leading the Bureau. Even one of today's Republican witnesses organizations, the Bureau, has advocated having an FBI agent led by having an FBI agent lead the bureau. But rather than confirm a director with credible.
Have you all seen the thing where they have the there's a Neanderthal in one of the museums that looks exactly like Major Queen Twat?
Yeah.
And they like put their photos together and it's like exactly her, and they're like, huh, bitch, who is the one who's not smart or the one who is a and no
Neanderthals were also pretty smart, but
well, and the other thing is it's what's the bitch's name that dresses up on all the different outfits? Anyways, she sounds like a fucking dude when she talks. It's like, oh, you know, and it's like, wait, you're anti-trans and you still talk like a man. What are you talking? Anyways,
wasn't it Jasmine Crockett that came up with a bleach? Butch Bill?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was. Yes, definitely. So let's let her talk some more, and then we'll go from there.
Dedicated experience, the Republicans confirmed a political loyalist with no Quantico or FBI training. Talk about DEI. Didn't earn it higher. Another fact, Patel, who rails against telework, what he calls lazy agents, was working part-time in and out of Las Vegas, commuting back and forth between there and DC while also living in the home of a GOP mega donor. Think about that for a second. Could you imagine what Republicans would have done had, say, James Comey had been living in New York part-time as the FBI director, and if his New York home was owned by, say, George Soros? Speaker Johnson would have forced a floor vote on articles of impeachment within days of this news coming out. But nevertheless, my Republican colleagues are willing to sacrifice safety for stupidity.
Yeah, but not here when it's the other side. If it was the other side, we would be burning them as witches. But no, and as Republicans, no, it's okay if they do all of the horrible things.
And yes, Beck, she's a pretty lady.
She is
fucking definitely, definitely. She is all the things.
Yeah.
As long as it's
that's also
loyal.
hot.
Another fact, Patel and Trump-backed FBI leadership have redirected FBI agents who are working on investigations involving violent crimes against children and child exploitation and transferred them to work on anti-Tesla attacks and redacting Jeffrey Epstein files. Talk about FBI waste and abuse. You simply can't make this stuff up. To be clear, Director Wray testified before Congress last year, noting that, quote, if each one of the FBI's cyber agents and intelligence analysis.
Why does Trump want those Epstein files to be redacted? Is that gonna like just redact everywhere where I'm mentioned? Would that have been the orders? Probably.
No, and not just that. It would be also that there was like, when Tesla was being investigated, let's get rid of that, and then all this and that. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, no, but like,
get rid of. Yeah,
they keep screaming, "We got to protect the children. We got to protect the children." Then the first thing they should have done was release those Epstein files on fucking redacted. If they do not do that, they are not there to protect the children.
Well,
they actually released less.
No, not well.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing. And then also make certain guns illegal and kids not. Anyways, we'll talk about
just background, fucking background checks. Mental cases should not be having a gun.
Yes, again, and so yes, and
definitely people with violent crime history,
all of the people that were involved with Epstein stuff, we should definitely be looking at. But of course, that won't be because
those are the kind of files that should not be unless it mentions like certain agents that were working on it. Yes,
well, but you don't say that, but you don't. But obviously, but everybody else, it should be
like
said.
Other things. Nah,
totally.
Nothing should be redacted, and maybe victims, but yeah.
Yes, to crack on.
Analysts focus exclusively on the China threat, China's hackers would still outnumber FBI cyber personnel by at least 50 to 1. Yet rather than hire more agents to protect against these cybersecurity threats, Director Patel is reassigning agents to redact Epstein files. Someone please tell me how this makes America safe.
See, yeah, that's what's the scary part of it is like that means that it's all of the higher ups that are involved.
It's almost as ridiculous and wasteful as Patel's idea to contract the Bureau with UFC fighters. And while I have very real concerns about the current state of the FBI today, I want to be very clear. My concerns aren't with career agents, the men and women dedicating their lives to protect our country and communities. It's with the irresponsible leadership and reckless decisions coming from Patel, Trump, and Doge staff within the FBI. Our Bureau needs resources to do its job effectively. What it doesn't need is 20-something-year-old Doge bags reviewing materials without having undergone proper
I love how she
vetting
said
and
Doge
clearance.
bags.
The American people have a right to be worried that these worries shouldn't be based on Republican baseless conspiracy theories. Our country is already on a dangerous path, pushing closer to causing irreparable harm. Republican members need to wake up and put Trump loyalty.
And this is not just America, but it's the world that is being pushed in this dangerous path because it affects the whole world, which unfortunately sucks for everybody.
Aside to engage in real oversight of the current FBI before it's too late. Congress deserves it. The brave men and women at the Bureau deserve it, and the American people deserve it.
Yes. All right, folks. That's where we're going to end it tonight. I am exhausted as crap. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Same freak time, same freak channel. We're going to go over aliens, UFOs, and UAPs and things like that. There's a bunch of new evidence in quotation marks, and we'll go over that. And then next week we have a bunch of fun things. Next Monday we're going to go over these mega structures they found under the pyramids, and we will find out if they are
allegedly
eternal. We'll find out if they're eternal structures that make an eternal energy, or if they're just things that are a thing, or if they're who knows? Let's find out. Let's find out what they are. Friday and Saturday, I will be performing here in town, so I will not be around. But maybe Sunday we might do something, but definitely Monday we will do something for sure. Miss you as well, and thank you for being here. Kisses. And so we'll see you tomorrow and the next couple days after, and next week. And then I will be letting everybody know when I'm going on tour. I will be teaching teenagers carnival games, dowsing, and a couple other things, getting them ready for entering the world of circus, carnival, and other things. We're trying to ease them into understanding the way that the circus world works or the carnival world works. And so
yeah, like the world needs more scammers. Sorry.
Well, see, what we're going to do is we're going to say, in the world of a certain type of a thing, you let people, they know that they're being scammed. Let's put it that way, right? You don't tell people that if they give their life savings to you or the deed to their house to you, that you can predict something. That's what we're going to teach the kids, is how to not do those things, is what we're hoping to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, obviously. So, and we're going to teach
I was just being an asshole.
This is for fun. I know you are, but this is the way that we have fun with it. This is the way that it's a joke, but do not use it as a horrible way to take people's inheritance or something like that. So anyways, thank you very much for being here. We'll see you all later. Everybody say bye, because we're the fuck out of here. Bye. Bye.